Welcome to this powerful hypnosis session. Today, I'm going to help you install a deep sense of gratitude. Why do you need that? Well, I have a belief that if you have what I call an aptitude for gratitude, it can change your life. Being grateful for the past and indeed the present while being very excited about the future. These things send a totally different message to your brain, a message that makes you motivated and focused and grateful for everything. You live in a state of gratitude. It's something I practice almost every day. It's changed my life. So today, I'm going to install in you a deep, powerful sense of gratitude and positivity in your life. I love creating stuff that will help you, meditations, manifestations, constant hypnotic audios to help you be the very best version of you possible. And it's all free. I want you to do one thing back. I'd love you to subscribe. You know why? Because that's how social media works. When you subscribe, you get all my new stuff. I'm always creating new stuff, better stuff, revolutionary stuff. It's all yours. It's all free. Please subscribe so you don't miss anything, because these audios work. They can change your life. So make yourself comfortable. Just make sure your phone is off. Sit not like that with your arms crossed, but open. Open your legs, feet apart, hands open if you can. We're going to use something I call alpha brainwave programming. In alpha, you can program the brain. And alpha just means you look up like that, keep your eyeballs up, close the lids. Practice that just for a minute. So keeping your chin where it is, pretend you're trying to look really hard into your own eyebrows. Keeping your eyeballs up, close the lids down. If you can do that, you're going to alpha, where you can program and manipulate your brain, but in a really good way. Let's do it now. Just take a deep breath. And then just look up as if you're trying to look into your own forehead, and keeping your eyeballs up the whole time. Just breathe in, breathe out. And again, breathe in, hold it. And every time you blink, you're going into deep alpha brainwave. Breathe out. And just one more time, breathe in, hold it. And as you exhale, keep your eyeballs up, but just close your eyelids right down, all the way down. And just drop your chin. And just get that very same looking down feeling that you get whenever you look down a flight of stairs or out of an upper window. Forget about your eyes now. Drop your chin. Imagine you're looking down 10 steps as I count. You're going to see your feet, hear your feet, and feel your feet take each step, and you'll go deeper into an awareness of yourself. Right now, you're moving on to step 10. As each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 9. And you can see your feet, hear your feet. You can even feel your feet connecting to each step as you go deeper. You're taking step 8, and you are going deeper with every sound you hear as you take step 7. Every sound, every noise, every movement around you is just flowing right through you, relaxing you more. As you take step 6, the sound of your heartbeat is taking you deeper. As you take step 5, the sound of your breathing is taking you deeper. As you take step 4, the sound of my voice, the sound of my words is taking you deeper into a powerful transformational state. You're taking step 4, going deeper. As you take step 3, each muscle, every nerve is turning loose, letting loose. You're going deeper. You're taking step 2. As you gently, calmly, easily move on over to a deep level where you can reprogram your mind. And now you're taking step 1, just go deeper, deeper, deeper. As you go deeper, I want you to understand just one thing. There is an interplay that goes on between your mind and body. And in hypnosis, in this alpha state, you can actually go into that interplay and you can direct it, you can change it. And we're doing that right now. For the next 10 minutes, every time you hear my voice, think certain thoughts and see certain images, your mind is going to work really hard to make them real. So let's start right now by thinking of something you're grateful for right now. What are you grateful for this minute? When I wake up in the morning, I say, I love my life. I love my sheets. I love the smell of my shower gel. I really love my first cup of tea. I love my first cup of coffee. And I just say, oh, I love this. This is great. It's important to do that for big things and little things. When you become grateful for little things, this coffee is sensational. This sandwich is amazing. When you do that, every day becomes a bit like Christmas Day. So let's start with something you're grateful for every day. Is it the fact you've got hot water, or indeed any water? Do you wake up with someone that loves you, that you love? Do you have children that put their arms around you? Do you have a job to go to and a car that will take you there? Do you have a nice home, or any home? I want you to imagine that whatever problem you have, someone in the world would say, hey, you know, I'd like that problem. In fact, that is my fantasy dream come true. A kid, a baby that wakes you up at night, a kid that leaves smears on the fridge, a partner that leaves their underwear on the floor, a difficult boss, a hard commute. I'd love all of that. And here's one more question to ask yourself. What would you have given 10 years ago for your problem? Your house has got things going wrong. Your boss is a challenge. Your children are going into a difficult stage. What would you have given to have that problem 10 or 20 years ago? So answer those two questions. First, would someone say, hey, your problem, that's my fantasy. Would you have given anything to have that problem maybe 20 years ago? And now let's go back. What are you grateful for today? What everyday things in your life are you grateful for? Having heating, having hot water, having any water, having food in your fridge, having a job, a commute. What are you grateful for? Think of something right now that you are truly grateful for. And now I want you to think about relationships. See a moment that you are truly grateful for. Do you wake up in the arms of someone that loves you? Do you have a child that wraps their arms around you? I had a grandmother who, her arms were the safest place in the world for me to be. There's nowhere else I wanted to be. Now I have a daughter, a husband, a grandchild, and I love being in all of their arms. Let's look at who holds your hand, your children, family members. Do you have a friend that will put their arms around you? I want you to really take a minute and focus on what does it feel like to have someone that will hold your hand, stroke your back, put their arm around you. What does it sound like when someone says, hey, I'm here for you. I'll do anything for you. You're my best friend. I love you. I'm here. What does it look like to have someone touch you? Not just intimately. What does it feel like to know there's always someone whose arms are a good place, a safe place for you? And what does it sound like? What kind of things do you hear? And people say, you're the one, I love you, I'm so glad you're my mother, father, sister, brother, husband, wife, partner. So focus on all of that. And even what does your little baby's hair smell like? What does your partner's skin smell like? I want you to use every sense, even taste. What does it smell like, taste like, feel like, sound like, look like? Have someone that loves you, that is loved by, that has someone who's always got your back. And really notice how lucky you are. You know, there was a song years ago from Barbra Streisand that said, people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. So imagine you're playing that song in your head. It's an old song, but it's a good song. Just stay for a minute in that gratefulness that you have somebody. Because there are people who have nobody. There are people who have no one to call, no one to say hello to. And if you have someone, even one person, be grateful, because we don't all have that. Now let's go to another layer, another level of gratitude. I want you to think about your career, your job, whatever that is, your professional life. And I want you to think of something you are deeply grateful for. Did you have a colleague that helped you out? Did your boss take you one side and go, hey, you did a great job? And if they didn't, can you say, hey, last week, oh my God, the words coming out of my mouth, I was a genius. I handled that client so well. I was so good with that colleague. Think of something you're grateful for. You have a job, you have a paycheck, you have a career, you have somewhere to go. You have people to meet, you have variety, you have diversity, you also have certainty. And these are good things to have. You have connection and significance. Having a career, even a job, gives you a lot. Certainty, diversity, connection, significance. I want you to focus on being really grateful. Think of something that happened or that's about to happen or that you can make happen. Being praised, being complimented, reaching a goal, achieving a vision. Maybe you're the one that's helping people out in your organization. Maybe you're the person people go to and say, thank you so much. So just think of what you're grateful for. And again, I want you to see it. Imagine you're in the office, somewhere in your business, somewhere in your job, and see the good stuff about it. And feel what it feels like to wake up knowing, hey, I can make a difference. If you have a career, a job where you're helping people, that's a wonderful thing to be grateful for. But what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What kind of things do you hear? Do people say, thank you? You've helped me so much. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Customers, colleagues, employers, employees. What kind of things do you hear? What would you like to hear? Use all of your senses, the smell of success, the taste of success. We talk about I can smell the money. I can taste it. And it's okay to use every sense. Of course, the main ones are what does it feel like? What does it look like? What does it sound like? You know, it's very easy to say, I hate my job. My boss is so difficult. The commute is hell. The customers are so difficult. But again, imagine someone would say, hey, I love that. You know, years ago, I was driving my daughter to school. I had to go on a detour for 6 months, and it took so long. And I was in the car thinking, oh my God, this is taking so long, this traffic. And I saw a woman standing at a bus stop. And I thought, gosh, I'm so lucky. I get to drive my kid to school. I get to listen to music. I get to have a cup of tea. Next time, I get to talk to my daughter for 45 minutes. And I began to realize how lucky I was to have a car and to be driving my kid to the school of her choice, and to have a car and to have that time. So we can always flip something. So again, just take another minute and think of your job, your career, your situation, and be grateful because someone else would love what you have. And now let's go on to yet another layer of gratitude. We're layering in this aptitude for gratitude. I want you to think of your personal life. Sometimes just coming home going, hey, I'm sitting on my sofa. I'm playing with my dogs or cats. I'm watching a show. Often when I'm finishing everything, I'm going to go home and lie on my sofa, play with my cats, make some tea and watch a movie. And then I think, oh, this is so nice. So think about the books you get to read, the people you get to hang out with, the food you get to eat. Think about something that gave you joy. Maybe that was watching a show, reading a book, hanging out with friends. Maybe it was clearing out your closet and giving stuff away. Think of something in your day-to-day life that you can be grateful for. Then I want you to imagine your whole day. You wake up and the first thing you say when you wake up is, I love my life. I love my life. I love my sheets. I love my bed. I love my shower. I really savor my first cup of tea. I savor my breakfast. I love the fact I got a family. I'm excited. I've got a job to go to. And then as you commute to work, you're noticing, hey, I'm so happy I've got this job. I've got this time on my commute to listen to personal development stuff or audios like this. And then throughout your day, be grateful that you get to expand. Even if you don't like your job, you're expanding and not contracting. So imagine your whole day being grateful for interactions with other people. And then imagine coming home after your day, meeting friends, hanging out, being with your family. And I want you to start saying, I'm grateful for my life. I want you to repeat every word I'm saying now, word for word. Don't just say it, state it, affirm it, embody it. So it's like this. Let's go. I'm grateful for my life. I love my life. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is say, I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful that I'm me. I'm grateful that I'm well. I'm grateful I have a career. Keep going. I'm grateful I have friends. I'm grateful that I'm smart. I'm grateful that I live in a world that supports me. I'm grateful I have people to support me. Let's do that all again, and then you are going to do this yourself and add in your own endings. I'm grateful to be here. I love my life. Grateful for my home. I'm grateful for myself. I'm grateful for my friends. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful that I have people that love me. I'm grateful that I get to give love and receive it back. Let's keep going. I'm grateful that I have a career, a job. I'm grateful for the food I eat, the places I go, the people I see. I love my life. And I want you now to go further, which I'm grateful I have a partner, a child, parents, a best friend. I want you now to complete that. I'm grateful that I've been promoted. I'm grateful that I have dogs or cats or pets. I'm grateful for my best friend who is such an asset to me. So I want you to make it more. I'm grateful that I have love. I'm grateful that I have deep love. I have a partner who loves me, gets me, supports me, believes in me, and is always there for me. You see, the way you feel about everything comes down to just two things: the pictures you make in your head and the words you form. So rather than I'm grateful that I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'm grateful I've got an amazing boyfriend or girlfriend. They believe in me. They support me. They listen to me. And I'm so grateful because, and keep going. So I'm just going to say, I'm grateful for ... Because that means you're going to say, I'm grateful for, but you're going to keep going. So take a deep breath and say, I am so grateful for, and complete that sentence. Take as long as you like. Repeat this. I am deeply grateful for, and finish that sentence. I am deeply grateful for. I am so grateful for. I will always be grateful for. What are you grateful for? And if you have love, if you have a life of variety, if you have someone to talk to, if you have someone to wake up with and go to sleep with, be grateful, because we don't all have that. So I want you to say 10 different endings. I'm going to say this 10 times, and you're going to have 10 different endings. You can list out your friends, list out your colleagues, and make it different. So list out some people, list out some situations. Let's go now. I am so grateful for. Complete that sentence. I am deeply grateful for. Keep going. I will forever be grateful for. I am grateful for. I am so grateful for. I'm always grateful for. I feel so grateful for. And just 3 more times, 3 different endings, please. I am truly grateful for. I am deeply grateful for. I'm happily grateful for. And I want you again to just take another minute. What does it look like, feel like, sound like, smell like, taste like to live in a state of gratitude when you can let go of everything and feel so excited and grateful for the present and the future? What are you grateful for that's yet to come? What are you grateful for that hasn't even happened yet, but you know it can happen, you can make it happen? What are you grateful for? And I want you to do this every day. Write out 10 things you're grateful for, state them, affirm them, embody them every day. Just after you wake up, just before you go to sleep. Make this not what you do, but who you are. The more you do it, the easier it is. The easier it is, the more you do it. Make it something you do. And quickly you'll be making it something you are. So knowing it, feeling it, living it, you can slowly, calmly, easily come back to your full awareness. And I want you to take this sense of deep gratitude with you everywhere you go. Even when it's raining, be grateful. Be grateful for everything, everything. Because as you attract and notice these moments of gratitude, as you start to note them in your life, and you're showing your children, your family, how easy to go, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this moment. I'm glad this has happened. I'm grateful this is someone else's fantasy dream come true. And I'd have given anything 10 years ago to have what I have today. Gratitude is a daily practice. When I hold you accountable, your chance of success will go up by a whopping 75%. Have a gratitude journal, have a gratitude practice, and you now have this gratitude audio. Keep doing it until it's who you are. And when it's who you are winning, always winning. So my name is Marisa Peer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to see you next time. And please subscribe. When you subscribe, you'll get notifications of everything I'm recording to help you grow and develop and be the very best version of you. Write to me and tell me what you want me to do. Say, hey, I'd love to have a video about this or an audio about that. And I promise I'll do it for you. Thanks so much. See you next time.